It wasn't always pretty, but that is a massive win for Newcastle. The Fulham match force coming to Newcastle. On Zoom's going to make sure you stick around. £7, just what you want to see. £7 a pint. Welcome back to Black White Band, ladies and gentlemen. It's match day and it's currently 5 in the morning. It's still dark. That can mean only one thing. That means a London match day. I'll tell you what, it's been a big week. West Ham was big. West Ham was class. Tuesday was big. Tuesday wasn't so class. But with this group of players that we've got now and the injuries we've got, it's just about getting through this week. I think if we can get through this week unbeaten, great. If we get a draw today, that hasn't been a very good week in my opinion. If we can get a win down at Fulham today, which will be a big ask, that's a pretty good week. And I'll travel home tonight, whatever time I get back, pretty happy. Just about to get on the bus now, that's why I'm outside in the dark. I'm going to warn you now though, compared to a lot of my more recent blogs, this one might be a bit more of a boozy one. A very familiar face who I've pretty much gone to lots of matches with in years gone by. Mr. Steenie is coming with us on this one, and we've got a bit of a tradition of drinking a certain lot of drinks on the bus. So I'm just going to pre-warn you. I should have done it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a little warning message. Warning. This video may feature excessive alcohol consumption. Black and White Banter does not condone this type of behaviour, and please always drink responsibly. Thank you. So yes, let's get down there. I'll chat more football on the way down on this video. I'm confident you have to be, otherwise I wouldn't be getting myself up to stupid o'clock in the morning. And let's get into these. Like Santiago Munez once famously said, let's get in to Fulham.
Playing against Fulham? My dad's on the game! He sent me play, man!
Right, we're on the bus, we're on the Jaegers. You've supplied us a couple of Stellas, Tom, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Right, go on then. Firstly, predictions.
2-0 Fulham.
2-0, sorry, 2-0.
Newcastle.
There we go, right, corrections, right. Because for a second I thought you said Fulham there.
No. You must be hearing things like that.
Right, and European places, are we getting them?
We'll get the Conference League, unfortunately.
And would you be happy about the Conference League?
You get some good away days, right, but...
So is that a yes or no? I'm more than happy about Benidorm away.
Oh, massively, yeah. Don't know if we'll come home yet, but...
And this whole luxury tax business this season, do you think that's going to happen?
No.
Do you not?
No.
So we're not going to be able to spend whatever money we want on whoever we want?
No. Not many teams will agree to it, I don't think.
Right, and your dad might be watching this video. Anything you want to say to your dad?
Hi, Colin.
Right, we're on the bus. We're almost in London. And the reason this is going to be a bit more of a boozy vlog is because of this man right here, Mr. Chris Steenberg.
Don't blame me.
I've just put your details on YouTube there, so anyone wants to search you out now can.
Yeah, thanks.
Right, so me and Mr. Chris have not seen each other for how long? We were trying to figure this out. The last away game we did together was
12 months or so.
Yeah, about a year. We haven't really spoke this season. But overall thoughts on the season so far, with everything considered?
Yeah, it started well. Up until December, then we kind of just fell off a cliff, haven't we? Frustration, injuries, poor away performances. I guess we've done all right to kind of still be in a position to fight for Europa League, I think, considering the injuries we've had.
So your thoughts, because we're catching up, your thoughts on anyone who's anti-Eddie Howe more recently?
No, madness.
Ridiculous?
Crazy. Not true fans, yeah.
Right. There you go, you guys who get in the comments, because there's a lot of people on YouTube who say Eddie Howe.
Crazy. No, don't understand the bigger picture, don't understand what we're trying to get to.
Right.
Completely disagree. Yeah.
And going into this game today, big week, we got fantastic win against West Ham, disappointing draw against Everton.
Should have been Everton.
Yeah.
Had the chances to kill them off.
Yeah.
hard-fought victory. I'd like to think 2-1. Maybe go 1-0 down in the first half.
Oh, he's been very specific. And I tell you what, this video has been recorded after how many Jaeger bombs each?
7.
7 Jaeger bombs each and a couple of ciders and lagers on the way. So yeah, so we are doing all right. We've just arrived in London, home of obviously Fulham. If anyone doesn't know that reference, you need.
What's that?
Fulham. My dad watched me against Fulham. If you haven't watched Goal, the movie, then you just no, right, that's lost. Right, just arriving. Just gonna go and find a booze at the sink, sort of way of atmosphere. Away, anyhows, Max.
Right, I'm joined by Emma. I'm always joined by Emma. Emma, what's the score going to be in here?
2-1.
Who's going to score for?
Alexander Isaac.
Right, we've got Guinness in pint glasses, in plastic cups. So we're going to split the fake. Gee, we both made a line. Right, let's go. Right, you go first. 2.
You may drink it. Throw it on the floor. Not bad.
It's close. It's close. Go on, go on. There's the line.
Yeah, hit it. Yeah.
He's trying to shite there. Steenie, what is your most controversial Newcastle opinion?
You doing these damn videos. Pain in my ass. Fucking hell.
Oh, it's up.
Right then, we're in the stadium. We're on the ridiculously priced pints. And tell you the weirdest thing about Fulham. What's the weirdest thing about Fulham Stadium? Go on, give someone a random fact about Fulham. They're away end.
Yeah, we're kind of surrounded by away fans.
So we have a neutral area where the Fulham fans are just floating amongst us. So
Fuck off, get back to your own end.
if it gets you're that pint. If it gets a little bit naughty, things are going to get a little bit naughty. You're ready, aren't you?
I'm ready for a fight, to be honest. I'll not win, but
Right, team news is out. No Elliot Anderson, which I'm annoyed about. Longstaff is in the team, which is not going to please many Newcastle fans. But Isaac's in, Gordon's in, Hall's in, which is nice to see at left back. Are we getting the win?
I'm going to stick with my previous prediction of 2-1. Yeah.
2-1. I'm going to go. I'm going to back us. Away the Max. Get this pint out. Get this expensive pint slowly drunk down with that. Away there. That'll ding dang do. That will ding dang do. Just back in the house now, and it is literally 12:30. I don't know how it's taken this long to get home, but one thing I do know after this very, very long away day is that I'm done on the buses for the London trips. I cannot do it anymore. I know it's because I'm getting a bit older. I think I'll be getting the trains off flights moving forward for longer away trips. I left the house at 5:30 in the morning, getting back at 12:30, and Fulham's not even that far really. Look. Got the 3 points just before I get myself to bed. Got the 3 points. That was the main thing today. A game of two halves, really. First half, I was really disappointed. I think everybody in the stands was. I was surprised. Real lack of energy. I saw the team. Obviously, Barnes wasn't in. Anderson had dropped out, which I was a little bit disappointed about. But we still had the Isaac. Gordon was back, which was amazing. Murphy, you normally expect a bit from him. And we just looked lacklustre. And I tell you what, if I was a Fulham fan in that first half, bigger, bigger fool them for not putting us to the sword, because we were so slow out the traps. Fulham created a couple of chances. We looked shaky. We couldn't get the ball in our feet. Bruno was having no influence. Isak was having no influence. Anthony Gordon wasn't seeing much of the ball. And we were terrible. And at half-time, I was worried. I was disappointed. And I thought, here we go. This could be our season. I don't want to say fizzle out because there's still a lot of matches to play, but it was really, really poor. There was nobody having a good game in a Newcastle shirt. I'm really clutching at straws to think of one if there was. Half-time, we don't know what was said, but obviously Elliot Anderson comes on just before, I think it was just before the half-time comes to a close. I tell you what, second half we came out, we were better. Elliot Anderson, for me, had a massive say in that. I like the guy. I think we forget how good he was before he got injured. I've been singing his praises in the last couple of matches coming back into the team, his purpose, his drive when in that central midfield area. And I thought he helped improve us. And obviously Bruno, who ended up getting the winning goal, he just turned it on. And there's going to be lots of talk, as there was on the bus coming back tonight, about will Bruno stay, will he not? Well, he's such a good footballer that he probably deserves to be playing Champions League. And I don't think any Newcastle fan, as much as we love the man, as much as he lives and breathes Newcastle, and we've got a very unique emotional attachment to the guy, can deny that Bruno should probably be playing in the Champions League, not in the Conference League. Hopefully, if we can get European football, not in the Europa League, he should be doing it. Now, is he going to wait for Newcastle to get there again? Maybe. You know, he came into this project in a relegation battle. Did he expect to be then playing Champions League football a year later? I don't know, but I think his game's progressed so much now, he probably knows that he's a very, very good footballer. And he did it, and he drove us forward. I thought in the second half, we just improved all over the pitch. I thought we were better defensively. We kept hold of the ball better. We got Anthony Gordon involved more. Barnes obviously comes on, and we were all happy to see that because Fulham play with a really high line. I didn't get to do my stats for this match, but they do. Barnes was getting involved. Obviously, Gordon moved over to the right, and he's, you know, Gordon on that right hand side. Eddie Howe doesn't like playing in there. He is a danger. And I just thought Elliot Anderson added something to a midfield where, I'm sorry, Longstaff again is just not playing well. He's not, and he hasn't been for a while. I think Eddie Howe's too worried about going Willock, Anderson, Bruno because it's too attacking. I think that is his thought process. So he's sticking with Longstaff based off that, but he's not offering us. He's a passenger in this Newcastle team. I thought Isak didn't really get involved the whole match. That is probably the quietest game that a player of Isak's quality for Newcastle will ever have in a Newcastle shirt. But we still managed to get the win. Haven't seen the VAR decision back. We wasted the good celebration on Fabian Schär. I fell forward. Steely fell over. I think he's done his knee in. And then obviously you're thinking it's not our day. We at least maybe he's going to get a draw. And then Bruno pops up with what looked like a pretty scuffed goal. And we get the win, and we've got to scrape and get over the line. And we did, you know, we didn't create loads of chances today. We didn't play amazing in the second half, but we were better. And it was a game of two halves. First half, absolutely shocking. And there's no excuses for that. And a lot of Newcastle fans I've seen on Twitter have come away doing a bit of a, let's not get carried away by the result. We didn't play very well. Well, I would agree with the first half. It was not good enough. Joe Willock, who obviously ended up going off, I hope it's not serious. He didn't look right. And he hasn't looked right for a while now. So that's two players in midfield alongside Bruno, just to add to that beautiful Brazilian's frustration who aren't cutting the mustard. Elliot Anderson comes in, who is cutting the mustard, and that offers us something. And we got over the line. And when you are talking about 7 points from 9, I'm happy with that. Everton was a kick in the bollocks. We all know it wasn't. When Paul Dummett came on tonight, you're just thinking in injury time, don't do it again, Paul. Don't pull the wrestler mask out. He didn't. And we did get over the line with that ridiculous amount of injury time. But 7 points from 9 with a team that are literally injury upon injury upon injury upon injury. It is getting ridiculous. If we can somehow sneak a European place with a home game next week, Sheffield United at home, Brighton at home, that might rank up there, in my opinion, with one of Eddie Howe's best achievements since being at this club. And that includes avoiding relegation, that includes Champions League, that includes a cup final, because we cannot underestimate how significant European football is in this ridiculous season that we are experiencing. It looks like Joe Willock's another one that's gone off with a knock. We've got to stay with the lads. We did stay with the lads today. It wasn't the best game for the neutral by any means. I'm sure it was probably his last done match of the day, but I am here almost 24 hours later 3 points better off, and that's what makes these away days always worth it. 7 points from 9. On to Tottenham we go. Very difficult test, very different test, but we are still in this European race. Keep the faith, Newcastle fans. Thank you very much for watching. Whack that like and whack that subscribe, because I am going to bed. How are you, lads?